What's good, y'all? Back at it with
another video.
But yeah, on a serious note, just with everything going on in the world, especially going on back in our home country, in the States, we just wanted to talk about and give our opinions on, everything that's going on with the George Floyd killing and all the riots and the looting and stuff like that. Just to give our take on it, how it makes us feel, and just our opinions on it.
Yes. First, I'm going to start out with reading a passage from Malcolm X's autobiography. It says, the American black man should be focusing his every effort toward building his own businesses and decent homes for himself. As other ethnic groups have done, let the black people, wherever possible, however possible, patronize their own kind, hire their own kind, and start in those ways to build up the black man's race ability to do for itself. That's the only way the American black man is ever going to get respect. One thing the white man never can give the black man is self-respect. The black man never can become independent and recognized as a human being who is truly equal with other human beings until he has what they have, and until he is doing for himself what others are doing for themselves.
So how does that make you feel?
So, I mean, it honestly, it makes me feel like it's like that's a lot on my heart, because it just doesn't make sense. Because as much as we fight, as much as we want change, as much as we feel like we deserve so much more, the white man will never see our point of view, never give us respect. And that's coming from Malcolm X, his autobiography. Like, make it make sense. Like, this world, like, especially for the African American race, we have to teach our young ones that, no, if you are approached, just hands up. Don't make any sudden movements. Don't make any sudden movements, because a cell phone can get mistaken for a gun, or just small objects that aren't harmful can get mistaken from, and you can potentially die from it. Like, I had a classmate, Mike Moore. He was shot and killed because the officer mistakenly thought his phone was a gun. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like, trying hard, just so hard to make it all make sense, but it's getting harder and harder every single day. Hence the looting, hence the protesting. Like, something has to change. So,
well, that was a lot.
yeah, it is a lot, and it's going to continue to be a lot, because there isn't any sense of change. There isn't any sense of wanting any of this to change. Like, as many times as this is going to happen, or potentially happen, it's just getting swept underneath the rug. We'll make a little bit of change. We'll fire the officers. We'll arrest the officer. Potentially arrest the officer. Gotta get that right. But it's just gonna get swept underneath the rug. For as many times it has happened, it's got swept underneath the rug. No change was ever made. That's my take on a little bit of my take on everything. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that quote you read off, it really hits home. just from my perspective as a black man, and it's just, I was born, with this supreme confidence and this aura about myself that I can just do whatever. Like, I can do whatever I put my mind to. Like, I can conquer anything in this world if I put my mind to it. And, I've done that in my life, I feel like, so far. I have two degrees so far. I have a master's degree coming up. I've been a scholar athlete. I'm over here in England playing ball. And it's frustrating to know that I can do all these things and I can get any degree and every degree I want, but I'll be still seen as just another statistic, just another black man, just, I don't want to say the word, but, the N-word, you know what I mean. And I just be seen as that, they see me as just my skin color, my hair, tattoos, earrings, do-rag. That's all they see. They don't see anything else. They see me as a thug. They see me as a hoodlum. Whatever words you want to throw out there, that's what they see me as. It doesn't matter how educated I am, what knowledge I have, what wisdom I obtain. I just be seen as just another one, And my life can be taken just like George Floyd. And that's just the fear part about it is just, it could have been me, it could have been my little brother, it could have been my pops, it could have been my granddads, my uncles, my cousins, my brother-in-law, and it's frustrating just to know that, and just to know it could have been you and any other black man in this world because of your skin color and what you represent. It's just, in this world, I don't try to impress anyone besides God. And, just try to represent my family well, represent her well. It's just so frustrating that we have to work 10 times harder just to get accepted in this world as equal. Just to be equal, and it's so frustrating because we could be so smart and just have all the knowledge, but we still won't get the respect that we deserve just because of our skin color and the fear factor that we present to others. I don't have no problems, with the majority of white people. I guess I have white friends. I'm sure she has white friends. I mean, that's not the issue. It's just those ones that are being taught from generation to generation to hate us just because of our skin color and what we represent. And it's just frustrating, and it's hard to comprehend how some people just build up that frustration and hate and aggression towards somebody that you don't even know. Like, you don't even know these people. You build up all this aggression on someone just because, I don't know, is it envy? I don't want to say that, but I mean, is it envy? Like, they don't want us to be seen as equal, and that's how I comprehended the picture in the video of the cop just got his knee on George Floyd's neck. That's just how I see America. It's built around white supremacy, and that's just how I see it, just to keep us down. Anything and everything, just to keep us down on our level, so-called. Just to keep us in our place or whatever, just so we won't, eventually rise up and take over. That's what, I don't have my take on the whole looting and rioting. It's time. I mean, that's how I see it, because our grandparents and great-grandparents and generation before that, they did sit-ins, they did marches, they did peaceful protests, and there was nothing done. They got attacked by hoses, they got attacked by dogs, they got beat to pulps just from marching and protesting and speaking their mind. And it's time to fight back. It won't nothing be done if we just continue just to let them beat on us, let the system just keep attacking us, and we don't fight back. So I mean, we just got to take what's rightfully ours, and I mean, it is what it is. The stealing might be, a little overboard, but I mean, something has to be done. Maybe this is sending a message to that, it's time. Like, these crooked cops and these crooked people, it's time to reap the repercussions of what's been done in the past, and from generations and generations has been passed on. And then, as a black man, I just continue to just try to fight and claw my way in this world, trying to find my own way, and it's hard. But I mean, that's just my perspective on it all. Um, so, have you ever experienced racism or anyone around you, close to you? Can you recall a time that you experienced racism?
I personally have not encountered racism towards me. That means it. I mean, that doesn't mean that I wasn't like it was not talked about after I may have left the room. You know, like. But I feel like I have a good idea of who is in my life and if they are effectively impacting my life in a way that uplifts my race. But to add like a little transparent moment, like I often more than not, like I look into what my future is going to be like, and like I dream about what my future is going to be like, and I can honestly say, like, I feel in my heart that I'm personally, I'm scared. I am scared to bring in my own child into this world because I don't know what could happen. Like, and that's really scary. That is really, really scary. Raising a black child in a world that's corrupt like this. That is corrupt like this. Like one wrong move and you could lose your life. And that's seriously so scary. That is seriously very scary. Like every single day I think about like, oh my God, that could be my dad. That could be my brother-in-laws. Like my sisters, like anybody that I am personally connected to, like that could be my nephew. And that's so scary. That scares me. That truly, truly scares me. And hold on, y'all. Got my tissues ready. But like that's a total transparent moment because unless a change is done, unless something is changed within this world, I will continue to feel like this. I will have like a sense of fear sending my kid out to go to the store to go get ice cream. I'll be truly scared. And I'm not gonna lie. Like ever since when I'm back at home, like I remember when I got pulled over, I was shaking. I was so scared. I had made sure I was doing everything right, my hands on the steering wheel. I was scared for my life. Because I see in my mirror that it's a white man coming up to my window. And that's so like that's true. Like this is a true moment because like I can't keep living in fear. I don't want to keep living in fear. And no one should have to live in fear because we should be able to call on the people that swore to protect us without feeling a sense of fear that they're gonna hurt us. Like honestly. That feeling should never happen. Should never happen. And yeah, that's what my thought is on that question. I may have veered off a little bit, but
A little bit.
man, this whole thing just really has me thinking about some things, and it's just my sister, like she made a post the other day, like she's my little nephew, him and his dad, they share an ice cream bar, and they split it every night. They split it. So one night, my brother-in-law wasn't home yet, and my nephew Brayden, went into the freezer and got a little ice cream bar. He's 2 years old. He split it in half, left the other half on the counter for his dad. my sister asked him like, you don't want this other half braided? He said, mm. And that touched my sister because she made the post saying like, George Floyd, that could have been Brandon Redmond. That could have been my son's father. Like, we have to continue to analyze every single thing. We have to continue to, like, an African American has to analyze their every move before they can make it, because like the quote I read in the beginning, a white man will never show respect. Never. And that's crazy to think, because no matter, like Demetrius had said, like, he can have all these degrees underneath him, but he'll still have our skin tone. He'll still have this brown skin tone. And that's the first thing someone sees. That's the first thing that a white person sees, is your skin tone. And I'm not speaking for, like, maybe not all white people, not all people of that race, like, view it like that, but from what we see, the people that are supposed to protect us see it's just like that. See us as, I feared for my life. That's so serious. So serious. Have you ever encountered racism? Being from Alabama?
Yeah, I can count a number of times. Yeah, being from the South, I've experienced my share of racist moments. Been around it, been taught it, been through it, whatever you wanna put out there. I mean, but I can go into a time, I guess, recently, like 2018. I'd say when it wasn't at home, but I mean it was by her school. When I left her,
Small town in Missouri. On the way to see me in St. Louis.
when I was leaving you, like I just
thought
said.
you were leaving. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, like I was saying, I was leaving her, heading back to school in Quincy, and of course, I already know on that route, caught speed everywhere, ducked off, hiding, whatever they can do to try to catch somebody speeding or whatever. So me driving a pretty nice car, I say, I'm trying to do under the speed limit. I'm trying to make sure I ain't even coming in no kind of contact, drawing no attention to myself. So I'm driving probably like at least 5 miles per hour under the speed limit. So I'm driving, I'm trying to get through traffic or whatever. And then I see this policeman in my rearview mirror. I see him, I just see him like kind of like following me in and out of traffic. So I'm just like, man, what is he doing? I was like, he might not he's just trying to get through like me. So I end up giving it, got like 10 minutes down the road, and then finally his lights cut on. So I'm thinking like, he must be trying to pass. So I pull off on the side of the road. Then he get behind me. So I'm like, what I do? I know I want to speed. Like, I'm checking it every 2 seconds to see if I'm speed. Like, I know I want to speed. So dude hop out. I'm like, I hope he ain't, white. So he hop out. I see he light skinned. He a light skinned brother. So I'm like, all right. It might be cool. See what you want. I guess I can put on a signal or something. So I'm thinking I'm all right. Dude come to the window. He had his hand on his holster. I'm like, I put my hands on the steering wheel quick. Like, I ain't trying to come no confrontations. And he knock on the window, do. And I'm like, I'm just looking at him. He like roll the window down. I'm like, no, I'm not moving my hands. And he like roll the window down, roll the window down. He was like, I was like, what'd I do? What'd I get pulled over for? He was like, it's a nice car you driving here. I'm like, thank you. But what did I get pulled over for? He was like, do you have any driver's license or registration on you? I'm like, yeah, in the glove department. So I'm looking in the glove department. I have no driver's license, no registration in there. So I look at my armrest. And my armrest is where I keep my gun. That's where I keep my gun. So I open it, trying to look for my license registration. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He started shaking and trying to reach for his gun. I'm like, whoa, what you doing? He's like, what you got there? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, my gun? He's like, I got a license for it. He's like, oh, I'm gonna need you to step out the car, blah, blah. I'm like, for what? He's like, I need you to step out the car. I'm like, oh my God, not now. Then, so, end up getting out the car or whatever. He was like, I'm gonna need you to go in there and take out the clip, blah, blah, put it somewhere else and da, da, da. I'm like, no, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching it. And so you can have an excuse to shoot me, so I'm not touching it. So I couldn't end up finding like my registrations. I had my license, so my license or whatever. But I didn't have my car insurance and my registration. So then I had to go. He told me so. I'm gonna need you to come to my car and sit in. I'm like, oh my God. So I ended up calling my dad. I'm shaking. I'm like, Dad, do you got the insurance on you? Like, I need a copy of it, or dude won't let me go. He's like, what's going on? Like, Dad, they talking about I ain't got, like, I don't have no car insurance on me, and they trying to do this and that. Then by this time I get off the phone with my dad, he sent it to me quick. I show him. He like, writing up all this stuff. By that time, like 2 more cops cars pull up, and of course they're white. They pull out. They in there searching through my windows, searching my car, trying to find something. I'm like, bro, y'all can't do this. Like, this is not right. And, you know, I'm just trying to hold my tongue, bite my tongue, because I don't want nothing to happen to me at this point, knowing how crooked these people are. So I'm just biting my tongue. I'm just scared. I'm shaking. Like, I just want to go back and drive off. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, he's like, well, your car fit the description of a stolen vehicle or whatever, and we couldn't see the state on your tag on your plate or whatever. I'm like, what? Like, it's just so frustrating because, you know, I'm shaking. Like, I'm scared knowing like all these things going on in the world. Just that moment, it could have been me. All over my car fit the description, and you couldn't see my state on my tag. Like, he's really about to write me up for that. So I mean, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying, in this world that things like that can happen. And just to pick up what she's saying, like, just because of my skin color, I'm already profiled in this light, you know. And just for example, like, me and my brother, we could be paired up, me and him. We go in a room with 2 other pairs of white. Say, I guess, an instructor reads off to a jury of 12 people, says, one pair of these guys are scarlet athletes and have a combined 3 degrees between them. One other pair is already incarcerated for, theft or battery, assault and battery. And another pair is on trial for a rape case. Which one of these pairs are the ones with the degrees and are scarlet athletes? Do you really think they're going to pick us? 2 black guys, all of us have the same thing. They think they're going to pick us? No. And that's just the scary part, to know, like, we will never get the respect until we just take it. Like, we're going to have to, just like the coach, we got to build our own brand. We got to build our own establishments, build our own way up just to get respect in this world. We got to go take it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Just the main problem is that, you know, white people don't realize that they have privilege. Like, they have white privilege. Like, it is a thing. They don't recognize that, and they don't accept it. And like, they just keep, you know, throwing subliminals out there like, all lives matter. I'm like, yeah, of course all lives matter, but y'all lives are not being taken by the ones who sworn to protect us. Like, it's just these things like that. You know what I'm saying? I respect and, you know, all love to everyone, but I mean, we're the ones that's been going through this for centuries since, you know, our ancestors were slaves. You know, we're still slaves. You know, that's how I feel. Like we're still enslaved. It's just we have a little bit more freedom, I'd say, or whatever. But you know, we continue to fight every day just to just try to build on the culture, you know. And it's frustrating as a black man to know like you might not ever get that respect that you deserve. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but
It definitely is.
yeah, and it's gonna be hard. You know, and going back to that story, you know, I couldn't even call my mom's because I knew how she react, and I knew what that'd do to her heart and how that'd make her feel. So I couldn't even call her. Only person I could call was my dad at the time. I don't even think I told my mom this story. I don't even think I ever told her that because I knew how it'd make her feel that when her sons, you know, out here, they could have been the next hashtag. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't come to grips to do that to her. It would have broke her heart just to know that. And I know I couldn't do it, and I know it's hard, especially growing up in the South. Try to, you know, teach your sons that, you know, you gotta go earn it. You gotta go take it. And like these people, they never respect you. They look at you as just another number. So I mean, it's hard. You know, like you said, you know, have to in the future we're gonna have to sit down and have that talk with our kids. Like, hey, this is what the world is. This is what it's like, and you just gonna have to, you know, man up, muscle up, and go get it. So I mean, you know, nothing has changed over these years, and it just it's a continuous cycle, you know, and we're gonna do so much of taking knees and wearing T-shirts and tweets and doing all these social media things with hashtags, you know, and these people are taking matters into their own hands, and I respect it. Like, hey, it is what it is. We got your attention now, got the media attention, got these people scared now. Like they see, like we can fight. I mean, I guess that's what has to be done because you know they see protesting and peaceful protest is weakness, obviously, because nothing has changed. So I mean, it is what it is. So that's just my take on it.
Yeah. I don't even want to say that this pretty much sums it up because there's so much more to be done. So much more to be done. And like just wake up. Wake up. Because us honestly, like having this little bit of platform that we have, like we want you guys to just wake up. Just wake up to what the reality is. Because I guarantee you, until something is changed, then this is going to continue to happen. Lives will be lost because there's no change. No fight for change. But that ties in back to why the looting is happening. Now, part of me is just like, that is a bit much to just all that is a lot. But the meaning behind it truly makes people need, like, that's a cry for an unheard voice that people need to listen to. Our country needs to listen to. So, yeah. Please comment below. Comment below how you feel about this situation. We are open to any dialogue that's about this, about any of this. So comment below because we really want want to talk about this, want to start implementing stuff so that we can create that change. We can have that change. It has to start somewhere. It absolutely has to start somewhere. And why not now? Why not now? But that is it for this video, guys. We love every single one of you, and we appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given us and continue to give us. Please feel free again to comment below because we want to know what you guys think about it, what you think about this whole situation that is happening in the United States.
Yep, man, we're really open to having these conversations with anyone. You know, it's just a huge topic that's probably not talked about enough, you know. So, I mean, we're all ears to hear all perspectives and opinions on this matter.
Exactly.
What it means to others as well.
Okay, well, that's it for our video today, guys. So, we love you. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button too. And we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.